Okay, so let's talk about renewables, energy production, the industries. Do you know that they're having a big protest over in the Dakotas, especially up in North Dakota?
Yes,
Yeah, all the tribes are getting together.
I
Those are
do.
those are the original Native Americans.
Yeah,
They're the first Americans.
yeah.
And so the tribes that are up there are protecting their ancient lands of their history, their heritage, and
Yes.
it's a lot of it's centered around this one location. If you look it up to Google Earth search or any kind of map search, it's called, what is it? Standing Rock?
Standing Rock.
Is it Standing Rock or some other kind of rock? Is it Agaman Rock?
Standing Rock.
Okay, it's Standing Rock. Agaman Rock's the other rock over the Julia-Walsh place.
Yeah.
So
That's
this is
the
a
anti-fracking lady.
Yeah, but this is a big protest. Maybe Julia Walsh should get involved with this because up in the Dakotas, especially in North Dakota, the pipeline is being blocked by these activists and people that don't want their water being polluted, the sacred land being polluted and destroyed. The tribes that are heading it are like Sioux, which have a real name. It's not the Sioux.
Sweet.
And the Oglala, I think, are getting involved, and it's
Yeah,
like the Lakotas, and
yeah,
it's Lakota Nation.
yeah.
That's what I think. As far
Mm.
as I know, it's all their sovereign territory. It's their sovereign land.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see in a lot of things coming forward. It's my future prediction of this becoming a very big topic, and in entertainment, we might be reminded of a lot of these things. And if we look right now, even on social media, there's a lot of young people getting involved and really caring about this. I know a young woman who's a filmmaker, and her name's Natasha, and she's out there actually supporting
Mm.
the Standing Rock and going out with her camera.
Oh yeah, I
And
really like her work.
I think I just sent you that link.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that there's many people that are very moved by that we see that this is still happening.
Yeah,
It's
so I think people like Julia Walsh
Julia
and
Walsh would definitely care. She's a
they
very
need to head up this movement and not just focus only on New York and these
yeah.
states that are very
Do you know
rich, just go over
people like
to
Julia
there
Walsh
on a national front. This is a big deal.
reminds me of the compassion that we once saw in Eleanor Roosevelt for
Oh,
the
well, I think that she is exactly like that. I mean, I don't think you can. It's a parallel that is,
yeah.
I mean, almost exact. I think it's worth comparing. So we'll talk about that in another video because that's more spiritual and mystical. How do we know that? Well, she knows that too, and I think that it takes a lot of lifetimes to learn this. And there's a saying that the natives have, and this is also true in the Bible from the Judeo-Christian tradition. It has to be 7 generations. You have to establish some protection and a rule and a command for 7 generations and stick to it. Be true to it. 7 generations. The seventh generation is the one that we're doing things for. We're not just doing things for now. We're setting an example.
Mm,
Okay, that's what it's
that's a
about.
good way to look at it.
Yeah, so Julia Walsh and all your seventh generation, you say she has children, then her children of her children, the grandchildren, the great 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 grandchildren, all the way to the seventh generation, and they're like, there'll be a Julia Walsh the seventh, and she'll be like, I'm doing exactly what my ancestor started, and I'm following that tradition. And then we'll actually get somewhere. Because she's just the start. This is just the beginning. We have to go continue this. We have to have a continuum through time. That's what this takes. This is not just right now for the quick buck.
Maybe we're looking for a time in life when people who are artists are coming together with people who are politically activated in the right ways, such as Julia-Walsh, of how we can take our artistry as artists and fuse it with the motions and politics to make a difference.
Hmm. Yeah, and to make a movement more fun, more like involved, and more
Just to
well-rounded.
give it more impact.
Yeah, like we'll have to go out there and just like while we're marching, we do like tai chi and yoga and
Yeah, and more,
paint our
I
bodies.
guess, more peaceful movements. I'm definitely a peaceful warrior,
Yeah,
unless,
you know I am too.
you
I'm
know,
violently peaceful.
yeah, well, we all can take it there when need be, but
Do
the
you know
point
that
is,
Bjork
let's don't.
song? I'm
Let's keep it
violently
peaceful.
happy.
I don't know that song.
Oh, Bjork is #1 in Iceland.
But
She's against fracking too, I would say.
I just want to
So is
take.
Natalie
I want
Merchant.
to take like
Natalie
a
Merchant.
one moment of silence though, for just to think about
If we
the
do,
violence though. This violence
okay,
that
if
did
we
occur,
do want silence, we're gonna shut off the
and
video.
shut it off. But let's all do a moment of silence and ask for peace for the violence that's involved in all this to stop, and people to realize that native indigenous people of now, living today in the right way, deserve a pure natural earth, and we deserve the right to stop these pipelines from going through, or other forms
We
of
have to stop using energy.
massacring the earth.
We have to stop GE and all that crap because they're wasting the resources of the earth. They're raping and pillaging. Let's just be clear about it. And I'm sorry to tell you, it's going to take war. Blah, blah, blah. That's for another video.
I guess we're witnessing that war.
Yeah, and Hillary Clinton understands that too. She ain't no women with her. She wears the pants, okay? Yeah. Eleanor would know that too.
Eleanor Roosevelt.